First thing you want to do is jack the car up. Alright, next you want to place your jack stands. I like putting it on my front subframe. I put them right here because this portion is designed to handle the weight in this A-arm anyway. So I know that that is a secure place. I'm not going to have to worry about cracking. You know, if I put it over here, over there, may or may not be able to handle the weight. I just put it there to be safe. I'm going to go on the other side and do the same thing. All right, next I'm going to slide my oil pan underneath. Both your oil filter and your drain plug are accessible from the driver's side. You see your oil filter is right there. Right to the left of it is your oil drain plug. First thing we're going to do is undo the drain plug. Then we're going to open the fill cap up top to remove any vacuum that might be created inside the engine. Allow all the oil to drain out. Once all the oil is drained out, then we're going to remove the oil filter. Your oil drain plug is a 13 millimeter. No metal bits on the drain plug. That's a good sign. Now I'm going to open the oil filler. I got to loosen this a little bit. There we go. Mine looks a little bit different because of the blower. Yours isn't going to have this hose on top. All right, next I'm going to be removing the oil filter. I have this oil filter wrench. These come in all shapes and sizes. This just happened to be the one that I use. This is kind of hard to hold the camera and get this on there at the same time. It's a tight area. I'm going to put this phone down, get a better grip on this. Okay, so I was unable to get that wrench, that oil filter wrench, because of this. Doesn't really fit in there well. Probably not the right oil filter wrench for this car, but luckily it has a hex bolt on the tip of this. I was able to just put an adjustable wrench on there, loosen that up. So we'll see how the other one works. But just be aware when you remove this oil filter, it's going to be full with oil. And then also when we replace it, before we put the new one up there, we want to fill the new one with fresh oil as well. So I'm going to unscrew this now. And I'm just going to drop it inside the oil pan. I'll let that run out first. I'm just going to wait for the rest of that to run out. Then we'll put the new filter in. Alright, so this is the replacement filter that I had. This is an STP. This one is just a little bit different, so the other one had the little hex here on the top. This one has some cutouts here on the edge, which would allow me to get my wrench on there. Alright, so first I'm going to fill this with oil. I'll let it settle as it seeps in, and then I'll top it off, and then we'll be ready to put it in. All right, now the oil filter is back in, and very importantly, don't forget to put your drain plug back in before you start putting oil back in the engine. You don't want it running right out the bottom. Okay, so I'm ready to put the oil in, but what I want to do first is lower the car. Remove the jack stands and lower the car back so it's as level as I can get it, because I want to ensure that the oil level is correct as I fill it up. Okay, so the car is supposed to take 6 quarts. Now I have 5 quarts in there so far. Now I'm going to pull the dipstick and check it, see how it looks, and then I'll add in small increments as needed until I'm at the right level. Alright, so I checked the level after adding the 5 quarts, and it's perfect. It's right where it's supposed to be. So I added about 300 milliliters out of this bottle to the oil filter. So just under 5.5 quarts is what it took. So there's probably some residual oil that was still left in there. I'll let it sit for a little bit longer and I'll check it again, but I think we're good.